Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot. Welcome to the tri-monthly forecast I do every quarter. I go from the summer solstice to autumn equinox, winter solstice to spring equinox, and so on. We're doing a spring equinox to summer solstice one today. Okay, so it may or may not resonate with you. It is a general read after all. So if it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, don't worry. If you are new here, what I do is I get a rune out of my rune bag, and that will be the overall energy of the month. Then I split that deck, get some clarifiers for that rune, and then get one energy for each of the 3 months of the period of time, and then we get some clarifiers in with one of my other decks. Okay then, so let's have a little look-see at our rune today. Our rune is Wujan, something like that. I'd just check my pronunciation of that in my book, just to make sure I have pronounced it right. Although, let's, Wunyu. I knew Wujan weren't quite right. Wunyu, which is about joy, it's about pleasure, and as I was saying, it's a dead language. So even if I did pronounce it wrong, I might have pronounced it right. You never know. Yeah, so joy, pleasure, hope, happiness, harmony, bliss, success. It's a good card. It's a good card. It literally translates to pleasure and hope. Okay, so let's just get some clarifiers out for this as well. We have got the Strength card, okay, and we have got the Eight of Cups. So this month, yes, it is going to be full of happiness. It's going to be full of harmony. It's going to be full of general good well-being. It's going to be successful for some of you, but it requires some sort of move, okay? It requires some sort of strength to leave what you are currently in, leave what isn't good for you, and move towards something which is better for you, I believe, with the two split cards. Okay, so let's have a little look-see. So from now up until about the 21st of April, we have got the Empress. From the 21st of April to May, we have 21st of May, we have got the Queen of Cups. And then for the last month of my tri-month read, we have got the Three of Wands. So the Empress is kind of you taking control on a feminine sort of level, okay? And it doesn't matter if you're female or male in these reads. When it comes to energies from the tarot reads, a feminine energy is kind of more of a loving, caring, nurturing energy instead of a taking charge, being dominant and defensive type energy. Okay, you will be finding yourself becoming more attractive to people. People will start like drifting towards you in more circumstances where normally you would be like, well, no one sort of ever comes and offers me this and things like that. When you see it happening to other people, you would appear lucky. And I say appear lucky because all what luck is a frequency of energy. It just means you're going with the energy, basically, and you're in the right place at the right time to receive your rewards. But to onlookers, it looks like you just seem to be lucky. You get whatever you need when you need it. Okay, so that is a case. But we do have clarifiers with a Devil, a Two of Swords, and let's just pop them up a bit because I know not my. Oh yeah, if you're regular viewers, you know I'm working away at the moment because different backdrop. Don't normally get these backdrops. Although I do believe I had this backdrop out for my last or tri-monthly reading I done. But I'm in a hotel. Statewide the lighting is a little bit iffy, and statewide I've got the mat out. But yeah, so clarifiers for now into April. We got the Devil. Now the Devil generally means something toxic, something a little bit untoward. Maybe you feel like you're trapped in a situation. As I said, to make this joy and happiness work, you need to get the strength to move away from something which is not working. Here it is. beginning of this little part of the read, so from about now until April time. Obviously, we're all on various different timelines. It could be slightly different timings for you. Some of you may have already started breaking away. Some of you might not start breaking away until a little later on. Okay, so this is what's binding you. Okay, it is possible that you think you are bound to your divine feminine. You think you found your perfect person in life, and that is what's binding you. Maybe you have to break away from that. I'm not saying that you have to break up. Maybe you just need to be a little bit more independent or something. With the Two of Swords, you got that difficult decision to make. Sometimes you have to reconcile. Sometimes it's going to be some sort of apology you have to make, or maybe someone's coming back to apologize to you because you were right and they were wrong, and they finally admitted that sort of stuff. But it's some sort of difficult decision to make. Even in those circumstances, either you have to decide to make that apology, or someone has to, and then you have to decide if you're going to take it nicely and be a grown-up and a nice person, or if you're going to be grumpy and arsy about it and slam a door in their face and things. So it's your difficult decision. The difficult decision is breaking away from whatever is holding you. You'll be getting the realization that something isn't quite right. Even if this is what you think is your twin flame, there's little red flags you've been ignoring. Yeah, and you're waking up to these red flags now. They're flapping so fiercely in your face that you can't deny them or ignore them anymore, which is leading to a new start. So come the sort of mid part of April, you'll be getting some sort of new start. It's going to be something you're passionate about. It's going to be like something which is getting your blood going, or is like creating warmth within you. Okay, crossing all this is a healing. So for some of you, this will be the Four of Swords, by the way, if you are only watching or only listening, not actually watching. For some of you, this would be an energy of you. It seems like nothing's happening throughout, like now to April time. It seems like things just aren't going anywhere, but you are laying down foundations. You are laying down groundwork. You are putting things into place. All these things don't come into action until you start the move, and then it all goes from there. For others of you, it is just literally by breaking away from this toxic energy, this whatever's binding you into a position you don't want to be in anymore, is freeing, and it is liberating. I said something about liberation, or making yourself independent and a little bit more independent, and that is what's healing you. It's what recharges you, having that independence, that liberation, that freedom. Okay, Queen of Cups coming out for the end of April going into May. Well, for some of you, this is sort of a new love. For some of you, this might be finding your genuine twin flame, or your genuine deep soul connection. For all of you, it is some form of love communication. Okay. Okay, so we've got a couple of cards popped out as I was shuffling. So we got the Five of Wands, we got the Magician in reverse, and then we got the Four of Cups. So the Five of Wands it's normally seen as conflict, okay, but is in this particular case, it's seen as testing. Right, I just got to clear my throat. That's better, right? As I said, it's normally seen as conflict, but in this particular case, it's seen as being tested, like before the final exam. I feel for some of you in April, May, you will be dealing with, again, what I said here right at the beginning, was it might be your genuine twin flame, or it might be your genuine soulmate. It's going to be something close to, but it's going to be more like what you've moved away from than more like what you were moving towards. And so this is a test by the universe to see if you've learnt your lessons. You're going to be offered an opportunity, which is going to be what you think you want, what looks good and everything. But for some of you, it may be literally exactly the same as what you've just come out of. Okay. finding the same sort of person, finding, like, I don't know, the same hair type, the same eye type, the same body type as what you've just left, working on a physical aspect of a relationship instead of a mental or a soul level aspect of a relationship, to see if you just fall back straight into what you were in, or if you have learnt your lesson and you notice it and you realize it is what it is before it actually happens, and you move away from it, or you leave it alone, whatever it may be. The Magician in reverse is literally just what I've said there. It's kind of like a trick. Okay, you're being tested by being presented with what you think you want, but it's not going to be what you want, and it's a trick to see if you've learnt your lesson. Okay, it's almost like the universe seeing, the universe seeing, have you learnt your lesson? Are you worthy? Are you ready to move on to what is actually going to be really for you? For some of you, this will become very disappointing. Okay, for some of you, you will slip quite a bit backwards. You might go back and start a different lesson, or resit a different lesson, or feel like nothing ever works for you. And there's always something like not quite right. The whole principle behind the Four of Cups is you've got 3 of the cups and you're thinking of the 4th cup. You're not satisfied or happy with what you have. You're thinking and wanting something else. Okay, it's where the disappointment comes from. You haven't got the thing you're thinking of. You haven't got the thing you want. And it's also kind of like where the boredom or dreamy like energy comes from as well, because you're daydreaming about what you want in your life, not necessarily what you have, and you're not working with what you have. Okay, for all of you in this read, there is that element of realizing this is not right, realizing that yes, everything looks good, but I'm missing something. Okay, and crossing that is the 8 of Cups. Again, 2nd time it's come out in this read. Okay, so this is telling us that we want to move away from something and we want to move towards something better. Okay, this is what drives you through this test. The fact that, well, most of you are going to wake up to the fact that I've just left this once, I found it again, just in a different package, so I'm going to leave it again. What are you leaving it for? You're leaving it for something which is kind of long term, something you can build and become established in. Okay, so it's kind of like that. For some of you, that might be like it could literally be an authority figure you're looking for. I don't know, maybe you have mummy or daddy issues. Okay, so let's have a look at the last of these 3 months. This will be May going into June. Obviously May 21st-ish, going into June, going up to June 21st. This is the 3 of Wands, setting an intention. Okay, so I'm not going to say if you are leaving a job, leaving a person, leaving a situation, breaking away from a family dynamic, whatever that is at the beginning of this read, I'm not saying it's going to be sorted out by the end of the read. But what I am saying is, by the end of this read, by the end of like June time, you will be knowing where you want to go and what you were looking for, and you definitely know what you don't want by then. Okay, so we got the 4 of Swords in reverse. Now, normally that would be like an unhappiness or a heartbreak of some description, but the 3 of Swords covers that, so it's not really that. This is more of the healing is done. Okay, when it's in the upright, the swords are pointing down. Generally speaking, if swords are pointing down, they're not there ready to do any action. They're not there ready to do any damage. When you have them in your scabbard, they're pointing down. Okay, when the swords are pointing upright, you can vision them more likely in someone's hand. They're ready to be taking action. This is the healing's done. The action can commence. Okay, we've got an 8 of Pentacles and the Sun. Okay, so for a lot of you, yes, it could be that there is some sort of work involved. You've worked on yourself, or you've now realized that you've healed, and you're ready to work on yourself to make yourself better and to strive for newer, greater things. For others of you, this is literally some sort of work scenario, and these months don't necessarily all have to link up and go hand in hand with you. I might be reading for one person here 4 people here and 2 people there. Okay, it could literally be like that as well. So if some of this resonates with you throughout these months, do feel free to jump back on, let me know in the comments and the like. And so there is work involved in June. Now, we've also got the sun coming out. Now, this is where the universe likes to piss about with me a little bit, okay? When I do my tri-month reads and when I do my monthly overviews and things, yeah, the universe don't understand time like we do. So I tell the universe how we're doing it. That's why I use the summer solstice, spring equinox and all that, because the universe understands that it's part of a cycle of a planet. Yeah, it knows things like that. But when you talk about months, it don't. Yeah, so it knows it's a summertime. It knows that this is the summer solstice, and that could be why the sun's come out here. On other ones, I will often get like some sort of transitional card when I'm doing my monthly overviews, because that last week of my monthly overviews normally staggers 2 different months. So you've changed from one to another. Okay, or in some cases 2 different seasons, or however it may be. So it knows. But this is happiness, this is joy, this is security. Yeah, some of you could be finding security with it in work. Maybe you're getting a more secure and satisfied job, which keeps you warm. Remember, you're starting something new here, which is like fiery, passionate, warms your soul. And there it is also coming out in the sun as well. Okay, so there will be happiness. For some of you, you're just going to be enjoying a good summertime. Remember, for those of you in the southern hemisphere, you'll be going into your winter equinox here, and you'll be starting your autumn equinox and winter solstice. I knew that didn't sound quite right as I was saying it. So, but this sun for you is still like a happy, joyful time. Okay, it's bountiful. Let's just say that work is going to be bountiful by the end of June as well. Okay, crossing this is the King of Swords. You will be knowing the truth by now. If this is a sequence for you throughout this read for you personally, then you will be knowing the truth. You will know what you had weren't happy and you've had to move away from it. What you got offered the second time round was just this first thing again, but in a different package. And now you know the truth. You know what you want. You know what you don't want, be it from work, be it from a relationship, be it from whatever it may be. And because you then know that truth, you're ready to take the action upon it. For others of you, this could literally be some sort of entanglement with the law, taking action on something legal. Maybe you need to sit down and read a contract. Maybe you have to fight, I don't know, some sort of copyright lawsuit in the courts because you wrote a book and you read your book on YouTube, and then someone else has gone and tried to publish your book. Okay, it could be something like that. And so it could be some entanglement with the law, some entanglement with the judicial system. But for the bulk of you, it is just literally realizing that, yeah, I know what I want now, and I'm going to start striving for it. So come the end of June, you will know what you want, you will know where you're standing, and you will know and have some sort of route planned out of taking action to get what you want from your life. Okay, so that is the end of my read for you all. Hopefully it resonates with you throughout these months, and if it does, please feel free to come back to this video, drop it in the comments, or you can drop it in any comments in any video, just reference this particular read, yeah, from the tri-read, spring equinox, whatever it is, whatever it's titled as, drop that in the comments as well. Let me know, because I do like to know if I get these things like on the nail for you, okay? Because it makes me feel a little bit better. And after all, I'm only human. I have a little bit of an ego what needs rubbing every now and then as well. So, yeah, if you like this, please feel free, hit that thumbs up button. Both the comments and hitting the thumbs up button helps my channel grow within the realms of YouTube, which is fantastic. And yeah, lovely jubbly. If you didn't like this video, I'm sorry. If it didn't resonate with you, as I said at the beginning, not all videos can. Don't worry, or not all tarot reads can. Don't worry. Maybe this just isn't for you this time around. Maybe you're going to be in my summer Equinox one. Solstice one. I'm really getting confused with them today, aren't I? Anyway, never mind. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. I do greatly appreciate it. And until the next time I catch you on one of my videos, you lot be good out there.